Hello, everyone. Welcome. We'll get started shortly, guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Sean. Welcome, Sean. Welcome.
Hi.
We'll get started shortly. This evening is our beginners class. Welcome, Corey. Welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. This is our beginners class. We'll get started shortly.
Evening, David.
Hey, Kawisi, welcome. We'll get started shortly. So, beginners class, guys. This class is for new traders. We'll get started shortly. All right, guys, let's go and get started. All right. I'm going to share my trading screen here. All right. All right, guys, as new traders, right? I'll open up as new traders, you guys have any questions for me as new traders before we get started here? Any questions for me? Anything in particular you guys want to learn about? You want to find out about? Anything at all? All right. I want to spend some time on support and resistance, but we're gonna use it with the charts, okay? And then we'll also go over the 4 market phases. All right.
Awesome. Hi, good evening. This is Sean. I'm sorry, I had my mute button on. How are you?
Good, Sean. How are you? Welcome.
Doing well. Thank you. And I was going to say, yeah, you said far as questions. I think for me, it's kind of like would be, and probably for, a lot of people, like the setup, like setting everything up. And I don't know if that's jumping the gun, but yeah, like entry and exits, I think is also like kind of knowing when to jump in and out. And I
Okay.
kind of, yeah, I think I need a little, just a tad bit extra. I think I kind of got it, but yeah, I think that would be great.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Uh,
Perfect.
Thank
Oh,
you.
all right. That's usually the first question or concern that most traders have when they first start trading, Sean. So that's very typical. So we'll spend some time. We'll spend a lot of time on that, as a matter of fact.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and then one more thing too, like what platform you're using, for the most part. I know it's different brokers that, but just another one that you feel is more, ideal for maybe beginners or, advanced or whatever.
Okay, okay. The platforms will vary based on what we have. We use the TradeStation platform, but that's because we use trading systems. All right, and we'll talk about trading systems also. But there are a variety of platforms for the different markets. Okay. Uh, Let me ask you, Sean. So have you started to trade at all as far as executing trades?
Um, Besides crypto, I haven't done anything in the market, with stocks, but I did with crypto. I'm not anymore, but that's pretty much. But as far as education, I have done some training, get a little bit of background on stocks and options.
Okay.
So I kind of been educating myself now for a few years, but I haven't actually taken a trade, just paper trading with TD Ameritrade.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Thinkorswim.
Think of okay, okay. Okay. Have you heard of support and resistance?
Yes.
You have? Okay. What do you know about support and resistance?
Kind of like the demand supply, but support just kind of where things tend to like level out, where they bounce off of the support, and resistance kind of like where it caps,
Okay.
not really going beyond that point for the most part.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to very good. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Hey, Gerald. Welcome, Gerald. Um, okay, I'm gonna challenge you for a bit. All right. Um, so have you taken any trade? Let me ask you this, all right, because you mentioned entry and exits. All right. So how do you think as a trader we would enter and then exit our trades? And there's no wrong answer. There's just, and that's anyone else. But I want Sean to kind of think about it, because that's
For me, yeah, I think far as entering is when I mean, I always looked at it as buy low, sell high.
okay, okay, okay. All right, all right. Buy low. All right, buy low, and we're gonna sell high. All right. All right. So buy low and then sell high. All right. Very good. Very good. Anything else? Anything else? Or is it that's just it? Buy low and sell high.
You're saying me or someone else want to jump?
Yeah,
I'm
you,
sorry.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we're picking on me. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But let's
Hey,
see.
Jasmine. Welcome,
Yeah.
Jasmine.
I mean, someone else can chime in. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that's important. That's a very Jasmine, welcome. That's a very, very important question that you mentioned, right? Entry and exits, buying low, all right, and selling high. All right, so we're gonna talk about that this evening. All right. And I'm glad you mentioned that question because this is where a lot of traders get tripped up. All right. And how do we enter? When do we exit? All right. And then obviously we want to buy low and sell high, right? That's how we make money. All right. So let's talk about that. Hey, Stacy, welcome. All right. So as new traders, all right, the way we start our learning process, right, the way we build our fundamentals is critical. All right. So if we don't get those fundamentals correctly initially going in, right, we'll develop some really bad habits, and then it will take years to kind of untrain, unwind those bad habits. All right. So we want to get those specifics, those fundamentals early in our trading career. All right. All right. So yeah, entering, where to enter and where to exit is critical. All right. So there is a book I'm gonna recommend for you guys that are new here with us. Let me share my screen here and then we'll get right to it. All right, you guys should see it here. It's called Trading in the Zone. And I know, Corey, you have this book already. All right, but you guys should see that here, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right, so Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. It's perhaps one of the best books that I've come across. And I've been trading for over 25 years, so I've come across a lot of books. But this book here, I would highly recommend this book, guys. All right. Trading in the Zone. All right. Master the markets with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. All right. When we do, I do one-on-one coaching with our traders. We recommend this book. We actually give this book free to our traders when we do our one-on-one coaching. All right. So yes, your entry and exit is going to be important, but understanding, right? Understanding how the markets work, understanding how, as a trader, right? Having the proper mindset, right? Having the proper discipline when we trade is also critical. All right. So this book is also, the audio is also on YouTube. All right, so you can go to YouTube, type in Trading in the Zone, and there's a free audio book on YouTube. So you can start listening to that, start getting some good fundamentals, good principles. Okay, so I highly recommend Trading in the Zone. All right, so let's get to it. All right, let's get to it here. As I go through this, this is our beginners class. So we don't have any experienced traders here. So you shouldn't feel intimidated by some of our experienced traders. So everyone here, we're starting out around the same place, right? Right. Whether it's a couple of years still trying to figure things out, or even a week or 2 weeks trading, even if you guys haven't taken any trades at all, or just a few trades, we're here still trying to figure things out. So don't be shy, ask any questions as we go through this, okay? All right, so you guys should see my screen, all right? And you should see where it says support and resistance, the keys to your success, all right? Support and resistance, the keys to your success. I always recommend that new traders and experienced traders take a picture of this. All right, this is going to be your foundation. All right, so Sean, you mentioned support and resistance. You've heard about support and resistance, but we're going to look at support and resistance a bit differently this evening. All right, so guys, take a picture of this or a screenshot. All right, when you get a chance, I recommend traders print it out. And go as far as laminating it. All right, have it laminated. All right, so that you have it for your records. All right, support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right, support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right, very important. All right, okay. Understand that when we trade, we do need a systematic way of entering trades. All right, we need a systematic way of entering trades. Systematic means that we need a routine, a way of always getting into trades, right? The same way, and then exiting, getting out the same way. All right. All right. And the way we do that, hey, Carlos, welcome. The way we do that is by support and resistance. Our entry will always be at resistance, right? If we're going long, up, all right? And then our exit will always be exit at support, always. So write this down. We are always going to buy, and I'll go through this. We're going to buy at resistance, sell at support. We're always going to buy, enter the trade, all right, on resistance. And actually, we want a break of resistance and sell on a break of support. All right, so write this down, support and resistance. Support and resistance. I would recommend new traders, you guys go out, do a lot of, put up a lot of Google searches on support and resistance. All right, learn as much as you can. All right, when I started trading, I remember my coach gave me a big old manual, right? With lots of charts on support and resistance. And this is the way it works. Understand that price isn't random. So when we talk about price, this is price right here. It's not random. All right. There's a method to the madness here. All right. So what's happening here is this. Here is resistance, this resistance line right here. And down here is your support line. Support and resistance is made when price touches a particular amount. So let's say this line here represents $100, right? When price touches that $100 mark, a minimum of twice, here and here. Once is just a high, all right? It has to touch that area, that same area, a minimum of twice. The more it touches that area, right, the stronger the resistance or more resistance we've got. All right, same thing here at the bottom here, support. All right, think of resistance as the ceiling. So at your home where you guys are right now, resistance, right, the high, that's your ceiling. And that's keeping the price down, right? So ceiling is keeping the price down, right? Support is like your floor, right? All right. So that's your support. That's your base, right? Holding you up. All right. And same thing here. All right. So let's say here is $50. All right. So one price comes down here, hits $50. That's not support. We need a minimum of twice, right? 2 touches, right? The more touches we have here, right? The more support we have, the stronger the support. And as you guys look at trading charts, start looking to see support and resistance. And you'll notice, right, that the price will go to a particular amount and kind of just stay there for a while. All right. So understand that there are buyers and sellers at resistance. And then there are buyers and sellers at support. All right. You guys with me so far? You guys with me so far? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. All right.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right. So we've got buyers and sellers that are waiting here at that $100 mark. All right. The buyers are looking to push the price higher above resistance. And the sellers, we call sellers or shorts, are looking to push the price lower back to $50. Same here. We have buyers and sellers are here. The buyers are looking to push the price back up to resistance, and the sellers are looking to push the price below support. All right. All right. So there's a battle between buyers and sellers. Buyers are looking to push the price higher, always higher, right? Sellers are looking to push the price lower. This area in here is not tradable. This is called consolidation, accumulation, or distribution. This is not tradable. We only trade, right? And the reason I say that is because so many new traders, right, trade within here. All right. So Sean, right, you mentioned buying low and selling high, right? A lot of traders will look to buy here, right here at support, because that's the low, and they look to exit here, right? And they look to trade the trade here, all right? That's not tradable. Now, there is some things we can do, right, within here, but that's not ideal, all right? Our best trade and our best entry is when the price breaks resistance, if we're going long, or breaks support if we're going short. The reason we need a break of resistance is we need confirmation that the buyers have won. So there's no longer indecision. There's no longer a battle between buyers and sellers. When the price breaks resistance, we know that, guess what? The buyers have won. All right. Same thing here. If the price breaks support, we know that the sellers have won. We should not be buying. All right. So write this down, everyone. We're always going to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. We're always going to be buying. We're always going to buy on when the price breaks resistance, and we're going to sell when the price breaks support. All right. So make sure you get that. That's going to be your entry and your exit. Buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. So let's say the price gets to $100 right up here. All right. Breaks resistance. We know now the buyers are in control. We should be buying. We would buy here. But let's say the price comes back down. All right. And breaks support here. All right. Breaks support here. Then what would we do? This is a bad arrow here. Anyone, what would we do if the price breaks resistance? We bought here, and the price comes back down, breaks support. What would we do here? What would we do here? If we bought here,
Close
what
our
would
positions.
we do here? We would close our positions. Good job, Corey. And why would we close our position here?
Because the sellers are in control.
Sellers are in control. And how do we know that the sellers are in control?
When it breaks support.
When it breaks support. You guys got that? Everyone has that? And Corey's been with us for a while. He's done the one-on-one coaching. So good job, Corey. Good job. All right. So we're always going to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. We have to sell when the price breaks support. So Sean, why do we have to sell when the price breaks support?
All right. Well, I guess I'm just kind of wrapping my brain around this structure here, because I guess I was just thinking, just for example, if it was $50 at the support, I guess in my brain, I was thinking I would want to purchase or enter at the $50 and see if it's going up. And of course, that stop loss or something, you know, it depends on how high. I mean, because that resistance, that could be a good little distance. You know, if it's short and it's just in a consolidated type of, you know, position, that obviously you wouldn't want to do too much, you know, until it showed some strength and, you know, buyers. So I guess I'm still trying to kind of think what you're saying here, you know, because I was just thinking I would probably at that support level would have been maybe at 50. And I would have been thinking, okay, let's try to ride this. if it was, but because in this case it's consolidation, so I wouldn't have done anything really. So yeah, until it broke the resistance. So I see what you're saying. Okay. But yeah, in a consolidation type of sideways, I wouldn't have done anything, but yeah, you're right. Once okay, gotcha. So yeah, I guess in my brain, then I would have probably did stop loss, I guess, at that point to exit
Okay.
at the support.
Okay. So the way you're thinking about it, right, is
Mhm.
how 99% of traders come into trading thinking about it. It's the exact same way. All right. And not that that's a wrong way or a bad way. There's just a better way of thinking about it. Okay. And then executing on it. Okay. So we're gonna change your mind. You're gonna look at it. We're gonna have you look at it a bit differently. All right. And I think because you look at it this way, I think you'll appreciate, you'll have an aha moment as we go through this.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm glad you were here, and I'm glad everyone is here. Right. Okay. So understand, and this is where most traders trip up, right? We never want to enter trades, long positions at support. So whether it's consolidating or not, it doesn't matter, right? We never want to enter trades at support, because this is where you're going to get a lot of selling. This is where buyers are sitting here also, but sellers are sitting here also. All right. So this is a high risk trade. Can it work out? Absolutely. It can work out, right? All right. But this is a high risk trade when we enter trades at support. All right. The better trade is when we enter at resistance up here. And yes, you're not going to get that $50, right? You're not going to get this price. It's going to be $100. All right. So we do want to buy low and we do want to sell high, but we don't want to just buy at any low. All right. This is our low here, not this. All right. So let's go through it, and this will make sense. All right. This will make sense. Just remember, as we go through this, we always want to buy on a break of resistance, because the buyers are now in control. The buyers are absolutely in control, because guess what? They've broken resistance. We want to sell on a break of support down in here, because guess what? The sellers are now in control. The buyers are not in control. All right. So let's go through it. So this is your foundation, guys. This is your foundation. So hopefully you should have taken a picture of this. All right. So let's move forward. So this is our foundation, and now we're gonna start trading now. All right. Let's start trading. All right. The next step is your 4 market phases. Your 4 market phases that every trader must know. So please take a picture of this. Again, print it when you guys get a chance, and laminate it so that you have it. This is your roadmap. So we're going to start with support and resistance, similar to here, right here. Here is resistance. Here is support here. All right. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. You guys have to know this. All right. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. If you want to trade, you want to get into this market, and these markets are difficult. It's not easy trading, right? So if we just blindly enter trades, we don't have a roadmap, guess what? Right? It's going to be difficult, and we will lose money. We'll lose capital. All right. So we want to get this, and we want to get this early as new traders. All right. So the 4 market phases that every trader must know. Let's go through it. The first phase is the accumulation phase. The second phase is the markup phase. The third phase is the distribution phase. The fourth phase is the markdown phase. Within the markup phase, we've got reaccumulation, right? Within the markdown phase, we've got redistribution. All right. All right, follow me. All right. So the 4 market phases that every trader must know. Yes, Sean, we do want a low price. We do want a low price. So we're going to get that low price at the accumulation phase. All right. And understand that that accumulation phase will usually start at the bottom of your chart. So if you look at a trading chart, it will start at the bottom. And what we want is we want that price, that stock, that crypto, whatever, right, to fall from $100, let's say, to that $50 down here. All right. The accumulation phase will always be at the bottom. So the bottom left, bottom middle, or bottom right. All right. That's the accumulation phase. At the accumulation phase, we'll have support where price doesn't go down any further, right? It's made a support, it's made a floor, right? And then we've got a ceiling right here, resistance. So we have our resistance, just like you guys saw previous chart, and then we have a support. And what we're hoping is that the price breaks resistance. The accumulation phase, it's called the accumulation phase because that's where the big hedge funds, big institutions, that's where they start to buy. They buy at the bottom here, okay, at the accumulation phase. So just think of it, right? They're accumulating, they're gathering shares, gathering positions before they move the price higher. So they are getting a lower price here, a cheap price right here in the accumulation phase. Once they've built positions, right? Once they've accumulated enough, right? Blocks of shares as an example. All right. Now it's time to move the price higher. Once the price moves higher, right? The price will now break resistance right here. All right. So here is support. Here is resistance right here. That's the accumulation phase. Once the price breaks resistance, this is our cue here to buy, to enter the trade. Remember, we're going to buy on a break of resistance. Price broke resistance right here, right? That's our entry. If it broke support, guess what? We would not buy. We need the price to break resistance to know that we are now out of this consolidation. Buyers are now in control. Once the price breaks resistance. We got that? Make sense? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Everyone else, call this? Yes, good, very good. Jasmine, Stacy, all right. Buy, very good. We're gonna buy on a break of resistance because guess what now? The buyers are in control. This is called the markup phase. So think of this as your trend. All right. If the price fails, right? If the price fails, comes back down, breaks support down in here, we would exit. We would close the trade. We would exit the trade. All right. All right. But right now, we're just going to focus on, hey, guess what? Accumulation phase, buyers came in, the price broke resistance, our entry was here. We are now in the markup phase. All right. So we bought here. All right. Price keeps going higher, right? So we caught a nice trend. Price keeps going higher. All right. Understand that the price doesn't go up in a straight line, right? It's going to do this. It's going to go up like this, and it's going to move around like this. Okay, at some point, it's going to stop and consolidate again within the markup phase. All right, that's what this is here. And we'll have new support and resistance. Okay, so guys, understand that you're going to, as traders, you're going to always have to draw in support and resistance lines. Just know that that's what you have to do. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to draw in manually, right, your support and resistance lines as the price moves, as price moves along in time. You're going to have to draw in your support and resistance lines. That's why this is important. Otherwise, you will not know when to enter and exit your trades. All right. So we're going to buy here, price moves higher, right? Consolidates again. Okay. That's called the reaccumulation phase. Think of the reaccumulation phase like your accumulation phase here. But this is a second chance. So you've got new buyers coming in on a second break of resistance. You've got new buyers coming in. All right. A lot of time, these new buyers are now, they'll get really strong because they missed this opportunity here. So this was their first chance to buy. And if they miss this chance here, guess what? Right? They might look at this as an opportunity to buy too. Our goal is we're going to get in here, right? We can always add it to our position here, but we want these new buyers here to push our price higher. All right. At some point, so that's reaccumulation. At some point, the price, and I know as new traders, I used to do this, right? We think that it's going to go up forever, right? But it's not. It has to come to a stop. All right. So it's going to make a high where it doesn't go up any higher, where the price doesn't go up any higher. So it makes a high, doesn't continue, right? We can have multiple reaccumulation phases, all right? So if the price broke this right here, broke this resistance, new resistance, that's another reaccumulation. We can keep adding and adding, but however, that did not happen. So guess what? Price held resistance, sellers came in, and guess what? Push the price below support right here. This phase here, once the price breaks support, that's called the distribution phase. So think of the accumulation phase is we're buying. The distribution phase, guess what? The sellers are coming in. Hey, Deborah, welcome. The sellers are coming in, and now we're shifting, right? We're shifting from a buyer's market to, let's say, a seller's market. All right. So what would happen here? Right? The price broke support right here, And can anyone tell me what would happen here? What would we have to do here? Anyone? Anyone? We would have to sell.
Right.
We would have to sell.
Yep.
All right. So we would have to sell, close the position, because guess what? The price broke support. The sellers are now in control. All right. So let's clean this up a bit. All right. So here was our buy signal right here. Price broke resistance. Buyers are in control. Here, the price broke support. Remember, we always want to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. So here was our entry, and here was our exit. So we bought here, and then we sold here. We bought, remember this, we bought on a break of resistance. If you guys get this, if you're looking for a holy grail, this is it. We bought on a break of resistance, and then we sold on a break of support. We bought on a break of resistance because the buyers are in control. And for you, for those of you who've been with us, Corliss, you know, Kawisi, Corey, this is good. I'm glad you guys are here. We want to keep getting this information, All right. Buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support every single time. We're going to buy on a break of resistance because the buyers are in control. We can't control the price, right? We don't have enough capital, all right? As retail traders, we do not control the price. So forget about it, right? Only the big institutions, big banks control the price. So all we're doing is we're piggybacking, right, on their trades. So we know that when the price breaks resistance, they're in control, right? We're gonna go along with them, capture that flow, and then when they're out, we want to be out. All right, and we'll know that when the price breaks resistance, breaks support. All right, very good.
David,
Yes.
question.
Uh-huh.
All right. Just want to be clear with your support and resistant lines. Are you looking for like the lower lows and the higher highs to create those lines?
No, lower. Okay, higher.
When you go to create those support and resistant lines, I'm just saying, what are you basing it on? Are you looking for at that moment, like the lower lows and the higher highs to create the lines, or how are you creating your support and resistance line?
Yeah, so a lower, okay, so a higher high and a higher low, we know that's a trend. All right. When you look at, when you look at support and resistance, just look horizontal. We look at some charts. I'll show you. So you just look across. All right. And what you want to see is a flattening of price. Okay. We'll look at some examples. Okay. Okay. Good question. Okay. So remember, accumulation, markup phase, distribution, markdown phase. Here is our entry. Here is our exit. All right. So we got that. Here is our trade. All right. We're going to get out, exit the trade because the price broke support. Okay. Sellers are now in control. So we don't want to be long anymore. We want to be out. All right. And that's called the markdown phase. The markdown phase. So sellers are in, they are pushing the price lower. Within the markdown phase, right? When we know price doesn't go down, right, in a straight line, right? It's gonna consolidate again. We've got new support and resistance, all right? If the price breaks support, guess what? We've got redistribution. So we have new sellers coming in, all right? Either they're coming into short or they're being forced out of the trades. They're long positions and they're being squeezed out of the trades, okay? So that will cause, if they've been forced out of the trades, forced to close positions, that will push the price even lower. That's redistribution. So just like here, reaccumulation, right here, we've got new buyers coming in, right? Redistribution, we've got new sellers coming in, all right, to push the price even lower. All right. So, and this is why this is important, okay? Because this is what we do. As traders, this is what we do, right? We don't enter here, all right, we might enter down in this area right in here, all right, that $50 mark, all right, rather than that $100 mark, because we want a cheaper price, right? All right. And then even if we don't, ideally, this is what we want. But what most traders will do, right, is we'll end up buying up in this area right here. Because by this time right here, let's say the price is $200, you know, $200. Guess what? Now it's on our radar. Everyone is talking about it. We bought it here. And I know you guys have done this. Those of you who've traded, right? You notice the price is going higher. We buy it up in this here, $200. And then all of a sudden, right, we get in and the next day it starts to go down. And we wonder why is it going lower, right? Well, guess what? We bought it at a high, right? We bought it near that distribution phase, right? We weren't aware that, guess what? Right? It perhaps started to near distribution, getting ready to break support. Sellers are coming in. So we bought it here at 200, and then all of a sudden it's $100 down in here, right? $50 down in here, right? And if you haven't done that, you will. If you haven't done this, you will. You will. But we don't want to do this, all right? We want to buy when they're buying. When they start to sell, right, we want to get out, take profits, and then be out. When the real selling comes in, we want to be out. All right? Okay. Yeah, Sean, FOMO, right? Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so we've got to train our, this is what your mind, your body, your soul will tell you to do, to buy up in this area here. Because we want confirmation, right? We want real confirmation that the price is going higher, all right? By that time, it's too late. But, you know, as traders, we have to think differently. Everything is going to tell you not to do this, not to buy here, and not to sell here. Okay, because you understand trading is not natural. It's not a natural process, right? It's not a natural thing for us to do, because we're putting money on the line, right? So all your emotions, all your concerns, worry, right, will come into your trading. All right, so we want confirmation after confirmation after confirmation that the price is going higher, right? That's why we have that FOMO, right? But by the time we do that, guess what? We're buying all up in this area in here, all right? So I'm going to show you guys a couple more charts, and then we'll finish up soon here. All right, so this is how we trade. As traders, and you guys, we want to think like a professional trader, behave like a professional trader, and do what professional traders do. All right, that's what we want to do. All right, so guess what? Accumulation phase, break resistance, right? We're going to follow support and resistance. We're going to buy here. That's the markup phase. All right. Reaccumulation phase, we're going to add here, or just let these new buyers push our price higher. Hey, we know that, guess what? Price is not going to go up forever. Price is going to break support. We know new sellers are coming into the market. All right. Sellers are coming in to push that price lower. We're going to get out here. So we bought here, got out here, take our profits. We're never going to get the very bottom, and we're never going to get the very top. Okay, we let that price come down. That's the markdown phase, right? New sellers coming in to push that price lower. We should be on the sidelines. If we're not shorting, on the sidelines, waiting, cheering for that price to go lower. Sean, we do want a lower price. We want to buy low, right? We want to buy low, all right? But that low is going to be on the break of resistance. All right. Whatever that low is at that, whatever that price is, that low is at the break of resistance. All right. 4 market phases that every trader must know. This is your roadmap. When the selling is done, guess what? Price is going to stop. It's not going to fall forever. That's accumulation of phase. We're going to start all over again. All right. We're going to wait for the buyers now to come in. We'll know that when the price breaks resistance. All right. And then we'll buy again and do it all over again. The cool thing about this is it. This is your roadmap, and this is all there is to it. This is it. Every stock, every cryptocurrency, every option, every ETF, every futures contract, they will all go through this phase. That's what's cool about this. So you don't have to learn a bunch of stuff. This is it. Support and resistance, the 4 market phases, and then it's going to start all over again. All over again. All right? With accumulation, markup, reaccumulation, distribution, redistribution. All right? Accumulation and all over again. So if you guys get this, that's it. That's it. And now you just have to master this, right? Follow that process, follow that process, follow that process. All right. Over here, buyer's territory. We buy. Over here, seller's territory. We need to be out. We need to be out of the market, or if we short, I don't want to talk about shorting this evening, but just know this is where we buy in the accumulation phase, markup phase. We need to be out in that redistribution phase, distribution phase, markdown phase. All right. Now, Sean, I want to go back to your initial question. All right. Entry and exit, but you also mentioned buying low and selling high. All right. So let's talk about that. We've got about, I'll say let's go another 10 minutes and then we'll be done. All right. All right. Understand that we make money not in consolidations. We make money with trends. 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right. You guys should see this trend following. So take a picture of this screen, guys. Trend following. All right. We make money with trends, not within the consolidation. All right. We make money when price trends. All right. So trend following, the meat of the trade. The meat of the trade. So we're not trying to get all of the trade. We're not trying to buy low and sell high, right? We're not trying to be that greedy, right? We're not trying to get all of the trade. We just want the sweet part of the trade. I call it the sweet part, right? The meat of the trade. Okay, and what is the meat of the trade? The meat of the trade is when we buy on a break of resistance, we sell on a break of support. All right, most traders, right? Here is the price coming down right here, right? This is the markdown phase. Most traders will buy down in here. Let's say that $50 mark right here. Understand that this is not tradable. This is still seller's territory. That's near support. So here is support. Here is resistance. Our entry is going to be right here. That's where we're going to enter. Price goes up, forms a trend. We'll never get out at the very top. Why can't we get out at the very, I mean, we could, but why shouldn't we get out at the very top? Anyone?
Because you never know if the top is going to go even higher.
Very good. So the top could go very much higher. So yes, do we want to buy low and sell high? Absolutely. But this low and this high, we will never get. You'll never get this.
Like in my opinion, like if you buy the very top of a trend, like you just have to consider yourself very lucky, honestly.
Yeah, and that's not trading. All right, we need to wait. We need to wait for the sellers to come in. And I know that's scary, right? But we need confirmation that the sellers are in. We'll only know that the sellers are now in because the price broke support. So the price broke support here, right? Here is where the price broke support. And now that's where we exit the trade, not here. Okay, because guess what? It could keep going higher. It can keep going higher. It can keep going higher. So we need the price to calm down, right? That's that distribution phase right here. Okay, that's that distribution phase. You guys remember that? Price needs to break support, and now we're going to get out. So this is the meat of the trade. We didn't get the very low, and we didn't get the very high. All right, we got the middle, the sweet part of the trade, just the middle part, the meat of the trade. All right, everything in your body and your soul will tell you to get in here and get in here.
David.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Sean. All right. So when I was saying the low, I mean, I did mean low, but not low without showing some signs of, you know, the market going up. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be some sort of confirmation showing that we're going to change directions. You know, the trend is shifted. So
Yes.
yeah, I meant
Yes.
low, but not without showing some signs of, you know, we're going in a different trend, you know, different direction. So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Very
Perfect.
good.
I got it.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah. We need confirmation. Yes. Very good. So we need confirmation, and that confirmation, right? That confirmation is price needs to break resistance. All right. And then break support. Our entry and then our exit. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Very good. Very good. So yeah, that's our confirmation. That's our confirmation. All right. Now, everything is going to tell you guys to buy here and get out here. It will. It will. It will. So you have to, because what will happen is this, and it's a mental game, right? And it will play tricks on you, right? So let's say, for instance, you got in here at $100. All right. So let's say we got in here at $100, and then the price made a high right here at $200. All right. So you got in here at $100, and you're looking at your P&L. So you're looking at your account and you see, boy, you've made 100% profit, right? And we are counting that profit. As a matter of fact, that we've already spent this money, right? You guys know that, right? We've bought the Ferrari, we bought the house, we bought everything with that money, right? Right. So guess what? Understand this is not our money. This is not, this is, we're counting this money, but this is our real exit. So let's say it comes down to 150. And this is where we really should get out, right? At 150. But guess what? It went up to 200. Or let's say it went up to 250, right? And we see this capital, is increased capital in our P&L, and we are counting it, right? When it gets to 150, where we really should be getting out, guess what? We are very disappointed, because guess what? We feel like this is a loss. We lost $50, right? So this will really play tricks on you, all right? So we can't count this, all right? Understand that your exit will only come when the price breaks support, all right? So it doesn't matter how high the price goes up, all right? When the sellers come in, right? When the sellers come in, when the price breaks support, when we exit, that's our exit. Okay, so we have to force traders not to look at their P&L. You guys know that. Carlos, you know that, right? Corey, you guys know that, right? We have to force traders not to look at their P&L. All right. So understand that this is your trade here. So forget about trying to get the very low and the very bottom, the very high. All right. We have so many traders that get into trades and get in a difficult position with their trades because they're trying to do that. Okay, we're almost done. I'm going to show you guys a live chart. All right, I'm going to show you guys a live chart, and then we'll be done. And why we need to do this. All right, why we need to do this. Let's see here. So here is a live chart here. And we're going to go through just some examples here. And I just pull up a random chart. Let's do Swiss. We're trading these currently. So we're going to take all that information, right? All that information, and now we're going to put it to a chart, a live chart in the market. All right. Now we've made things a bit simple here on this chart, right? Those support and resistance lines are important. So we build the system to automatically bring those support and resistance lines in, so we don't have to manually draw those in. And then we also color code it. So the green candles those are your buyers. So just think of your green candles are buyers, right? Those are buyers. All right. The red candles, those are sellers. All right. And then the white candles, that's like neutral, like consolidation. Okay. So again, the yellow lines, horizontal lines, purple lines, that's support and resistance. Okay. Just like you guys saw in the 4 market phases, right? Accumulation, markup, distribution, so forth. Okay. The blue arrows here, these are our buy signals. Buy signals here to enter. Our white arrow here is our sell signals to exit the trade. So let's go through this. I need some feedback from you guys. All right. Okay. All right. Here is accumulation. Here is accumulation. The price broke resistance, this line right here, and we got a buy signal here. Okay, what phase is this? What phase is this here?
Markup.
The markup. Very good, Gerald. The markup phase. Okay, markup phase. Green candles, buyers are in control. All right, buyers are in control. All right, so someone new. All right, so Gerald, Collis, Corey, Kawisi. All right, we're gonna let some of these new folks answer. All right. Okay. So the price broke resistance right, let's say right here. Price broke resistance right here. Right? What phase is that? New folks. Price broke resistance right here. Within the markup phase, what do we call this? Look at your charts. You should have your charts, the 4 market phases. What do we call this? Sean, what do we call this here?
Is that the reaccumulation?
Very good. Reaccumulation. Very good. How about right here? What about right here? Stacy, Jasmine? Reaccumulation. All right. So remember, if as the price goes up, we can continue to reaccumulate, right? Reaccumulation right here, reaccumulation right here. Price broke support right here. Sellers came in. We have a red candle here. All right. What's this phase right here? What's this phase right here? Look at your charts.
Distribution.
Distribution, very good. Distribution. So we bought here, look here, we bought here, sold here. All right, distribution, we got out. Red candles, sellers are now in control, right? Buyers came back in, right? That's accumulation. What phase is this right here? What phase is this right here?
Reaccumulation.
What phase is this? Oh, okay. Very good. Tricky question, right? This is a trick question. This is reaccumulation. All right. Reaccumulation right here. Because guess what? We are continuing the overall trend. All right. So reaccumulation, markup. Look here, right? We made a high, but guess what? Sellers came in, red candle here. We had to close that position right here. All right. So we had to close. So we bought here. Good job, reaccumulation. We sold here. Red candles are coming in, sellers are coming in. So we have to get out here. So we sold here. And what we call, what's this area here? The price broke what here? The price broke what here? To close. The price broke what?
That's resistance,
Not resistance.
distribution. Yeah, okay.
What did it break? Remember, we exit when? When the price breaks what?
Support.
Support. Very good. Very good, Stacy. All right. Very good, Stacy. All right. So it broke support. All right. Let's move on. We're almost done. I'm keeping you guys a bit longer, but this is important. All right. So look here. So we going along. So we sold. Listen, look here. Right? We sold, we got out, right? We got out. Sellers came in. All right. Sellers came in. And guess what? Markdown phase, right? Markup phase, we bought here, sellers came in, and guess what? We got out here, and look what happened to the price. All right. And now, guess what? We have a buy signal right here going up again. I want to show you guys why this is important. I want to find us where sellers really came in. Look here. Look here. And I'll leave with this. And I want you guys to think about this. All right. Think about this. Here is resistance. Here is support, right? Price hits support, resistance right here, support right here, Buyers came in, broke resistance. We got a buy signal right here, right? Made a high, right? Made a high, made support here, never made new highs, right? Hit support, we got out here. That's the meat of our trade right here, right? We got out, sellers came in. Look what happened to the price after the sellers came in. All right, so we bought here, got out here. Had we not gotten out here when the sellers came in, guess what? We would still be in the trade all the way down here. All right, so understand, we never know how low the sellers are going to take the price. So we just have to get out. All right, we never bought it. We didn't buy at the bottom, right? We didn't get out at the very top, right? We just got the sweet part of the trade. Bought here, got out here. Sellers came in and we out of the trade. All right. All right, so very good. All right, pretty cool stuff, huh? Pretty cool stuff.
Yes, great.
So just follow that, right? Support and resistance, right? Learn that, do some research on that, support and resistance. I would recommend print as many charts. Start looking at screens, trading screens. Look for areas where you might have support and resistance. Start trying to identify those areas. All right. And we do classes every evening, guys. So we do these our beginners class every Tuesday, but we also do classes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and every other Friday. Okay. So those of you who are here for the first time, thanks for coming. Keep coming. All right. Keep coming. This is all you learn. Right. This is all we learn. And then for those traders, Corey, Collis, right? Kawisi, Gerald, you guys keep coming. Proud of you guys for coming to the beginners class. Okay, this is how we want to keep getting this information, fine-tuning our skills. All right. So thanks everyone. Sean, thank you so much.
Thank you, David. This was awesome. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
All right. Take care, guys. Have a good
All
week.
right. Good
Bye-bye.
night. Bye.